Who's ready for some roadster racing? 45 laps of the Mazda MX-5s from the Mobility Motegi Resort in the Tochigi Prefecture. 9 brave souls have decided to take part in the opening round of the second edition of the ARC's MX-5 Cup. With all the love in the world, and to every single one of you watching, Mazda Mondays is back, and we're ready to go.
Green, 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 green.
There's the flag. Aiden Norman leads us. Let's go racing. Bama Trama in the chat. What's going on, Mama Vols? Aiden Norman leading the way. Dustin Painter sitting in second. Look at Brennan Forseal representing the Great North. The Canadian to the outside. Shoot, look at Aiden Norman up the middle. Here comes Dustin Painter on the left-hand side. Into 3. The 18 of Briley Wright gets behind him. They go skidding. There goes the 12 of Japan's Ryan Pennell. Dustin Painter keeps it moving. Local says, go Norman. He's cheering for the TNT champion, and we're still pushing it. Jimmy Kerr in second. Briley Wright in third. Caution is out after a lap 1 crash. Briley Wright gets right into the undercarriage of Aiden Norman, and he goes for a spill. Let's have another look. Look at that. Briley Wright trying to get a little frisky with the rear end of Aiden Norman, and he ends up setting him around in turn number 3. Have another look. Briley just sending it in a little deep, trying to get to the inside of the Thursday Night Thunder champion, but one of those bluegrass bandits there in Briley. Not Briley Wright, I'm sorry. That was Tom Sears in the 18. I'm so used to seeing Briley. Here I am accusing this wonderful, fantastic man, Briley Wright, when really it's Tom Sears who is the perpetrator in this yellow flag. Everybody look at Tom Sears and boo him, causing this accident in turn number 3. How irresponsible of him. Everybody coming down pit road, including most of the drivers, but Ryan Pennell not coming down. He and Jimmy Kerr are going to lead us back to the line. Ryan, the local driver tonight from Shinjuku in Tokyo, just about an hour away from the racetrack. Pennell sitting in second, Jimmy Kerr leading, but of course we haven't even had 1 lap of racing. You know, I told these guys, don't make it a wreckfest, and what do? Crash on turn number 1. Just when you think you can trust some guys to go caution-free, I guess that's not the case. Here are the track facts on this 1.5-mile oval. If we do manage to go green for more than 15 laps, drivers will probably have to come down for fuel, but I literally have no idea what's going to happen. So buckle up. Let's enjoy this together, right? Again, shout out Bama Trama, shout out Local. We'll see what these guys can cobble together in these next few laps. As for me, I need a cough drop because, as you can probably hear, I am not at 100%. So I'm going to go get a cough drop. We're going to let these little chipmunks in their MX-5s do what they need to do, and we're going to go back to racing. Glad you're with us. We'll be back in a minute. Shout out Bama Trama for resubscribing to Prime for a 7th month. Jimmy Kerr, Ryan Pinnell on the front row. Maybe we can make it more than a mile before these guys crash. We'll see what they can do in these little go-karts, though. I absolutely love watching these things go round. And as I told these drivers earlier, before the green flag came out, these puppets are going to dance. Let's see what they can do this time. Green flag is out. Aiden Norman won here in TNT. He wants to get to the inside. Look at that. What is that? 4 wide, 5 wide. The Appalachian driver, Dustin Painter, in the 6-5. 5 wide on the bottom. He's sandwiching Brennan Forseal in the middle with the Japanese driver, Ryan Pinnell, to his outside. How about that? Right there in the middle where that orange car resides, you've got Canada, the United States of America, and the land of the rising sun, Ryan Pinnell, representing Japan. How about Elrich George representing the Bahamas as we're here? 4 different nations represented in this opening round of the MX-5 Cup. Briley Wright leading. He's got Jeremy Brio slingshotting to the outside. That draft is so powerful here. These guys will really just pass each other at every opportunity. How about Aiden Norman looking to go 3 wide on the outside line? Jeremy Brio in that 7-4, just edging Briley Wright out of 4, but it's going to be a drag race. Four wide in turn number 1. Norman trying to squeeze down on Brio. Local says he's got a new nickname, the Chipmunk. I'm going to run that by him. We're trying to go 5 wide. How about Elrich George, the Bahamian, in that blue 40, trying to make it 5 wide. Tom Sears, the 2-time TNT champion. He's the reason we have that first caution. Everybody look at Tom Sears and boo. And they're crashing again. There goes Jeremy Brio. There goes Aiden Norman. There goes, not Ryan now. Who's caught in that? Dustin Painter.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And caution is out again. So we'll see what's, Well, that time we made it, what, 2 laps? All right, so the first time we made it 1 lap. Second time around, we made it 2 laps. We're 8 laps into this race. Okay. All right, so anybody that can do math, tell us how long we're going to be here, right? Jimmy Kerr, I think Jimmy's got probably one of the best-looking cars here. What does that say, Donut? It's a good-looking car. Let's take a look at Jim. 1 North Carolinian. 2 North Carolinians. Who else is from North Carolina? I think Aiden Norman's from North Carolina. He is from North Carolina. Hi, Mom, is what his header says. What in the world is Jeremy Brio doing? Literally trying to go X Games mode. What was that? Anyway, let's take a look at this second crash right here. We got some bump drafting action going on. Brio tries to split the middle, trying to pull that Aiden Norman move, but Brio's not nearly talented enough to do anything like that, and that crash right there proves it. Although, while I am talking smack about Jeremy Brio, give the man his flowers. Yesterday, he did win the A-squared title, so golf clap for Jeremy Brio. Congratulations on making that A-squared championship. And honestly, fun, jokes aside, Jeremy's an incredibly talented driver, just not talented enough to go 4 wide with a Mazda MX-5 in turn number 3 at Motegi. Matter of fact, let's embarrass Jeremy some more, and we'll see exactly what he was thinking before he pulled that move off. Jeremy, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Rick.
Hey, buddy, that really sucked, the way you crashed out there. What the hell were you thinking?
There was a corner coming up, and my brain stopped working, so, yeah, I don't really know what happened out there, but I saw the corner, and it just felt like I saw God or something. I don't know. It was really weird.
Having an Ayrton Senna moment there, man. Well, still plenty of racing to go. We're about 1/9 of the way through this race. No, wait, 1/5? I can't do math. Anyway, Jeremy, it's entertaining watching you guys go around on these little go-karts, man. You having fun?
Oh yeah, I'm having a great time. I think I got like 4 concussions from that last wreck, so
Hey,
I'm going for number 5 this next one.
Just a regular day in a football player's life. Am I right?
Yeah, correct, yes.
Absolutely, buddy. All right, stay safe out there.
All righty, thank you.
So Jeremy's going to line up on the inside. Everybody's ready to go once again. 10 laps underway. We're going to complete 10 laps when we go back to green. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to swallow another cough drop and hopefully get my voice back. I hope you're enjoying the racing out there. You're watching ARC's MX-5 Cup on Rick James TV. Pace truck peels off. Let's try this one more time. Briley Wright from the Bluegrass State has control of the field. There's the flag. Let's go racing. Madness. Absolute madness. Jeremy Brio dives to the inside. Are they going to crash again? You've got to be kidding me. And there they go. Into the wall. Jeremy Brio really loves crashing into the turn 3 wall. Dustin Painter would keep it going. And there's the caution out once again. You know, before they started rolling, I told the winner of this race, I told them all, whoever wins this race gets $15. And I think they're probably betting on winning the $15 within the first 40-some laps and forgetting about the last 5. I'm not sure, but I'm having a thrill watching them. Painter, Pennell, Wright, Elrich, George, Brennan Force, Seal, your top 5. Jeremy Brio went around once again, and the Thursday Night Thunder champion, Aiden Norman, bringing up the rear. Aiden, Rick James up top. Can you hear me? Aiden Norman, Rick James in the booth. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
That's got to be, what, the 3rd time you went into turn number 3 and didn't make it out clean? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that everyone else on the track sucks. I'm clearly the best driver here, and they should give me more room. Dude,
I mean, you all keep going into turn 3, 4 wide. You all know that it's 45 laps, right? Like, thank goodness that everybody we got unlimited fast repairs. We got unlimited tires. And thank goodness it's all for fun and entertainment, but man, you guys really love wrecking in turn number 3.
I mean, it's fun, Rick. Aren't you having fun? Aren't you happy you made this 45 laps?
I'm having a blast. Had I known that you all were going to wreck twice in the first 13 laps, I would have made it 100 laps.
Yeah, it's fun. We're just having fun out here. Obviously, it's winter season, so.
I'm glad. I mean, well, it's a good little it's a good little fun run to keep your skills sharp. I mean, you are the TNT champion after all, you know.
I don't think those skills transfer to Miatas, but I'm trying my best.
Well, we got plenty of championships here. We know that you're the TNT champion. Jeremy Brio is the most recent A-squared champion. We got Brennan Forseal, who is the Canadian champion in ARCs. Let's see. We got Briley Wright, who is probably the best ARCs driver in Kentucky. We got Ryan Pinnell, our very own Japanese driver as well. You know, so there's a lot of talent in this field, man. I'm just excited to see where we go. I mean, next week is going to be Long Beach. That's going to be something to watch for sure. But I think what we got to do is we got to shorten it from like I think I made it like 20 laps next week or something. We gotta shorten that from 20 probably down to like 6, and maybe we can keep the race under an hour.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent in the field. None of us are really showing it though, so you might be onto something there, Rick. But I don't know. Road course could be different, so we'll see.
I'm just glad that that we're having fun with it, man. Keep it up. We'll hopefully we talk to you in 30 laps.
All right, adios, Rick.
So we're going to let these guys get back to doing their thing. We're going to get back to doing ours. Kentucky's Briley Wright will pace the field all the way back across turn number 4. He's going to lead us to the line once again. Truck's about to peel off. Briley Wright. He's going to do this one more time. Let's see what he can do. Waiting for that green flag to fly, and we're going to turn these boys loose once again.
Green, 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 green.
Here we go. Let's see how far they make it this time. On the outside, you've got Elrich George looking to go up the middle. No one drafting behind him. How about Dustin Painter? Here goes Jeremy Brio again. There's no way they crash this time, right? Oh, look at Elrich George. How about Aiden Norman on the high side? He's finally going to survive turn number 3. Brio's got that knack. He's got that entrance into turn number 3. Briley Wright to his inside. 15 laps completed, and we got 30 to go under the setting sun in Japan. Briley Wright sitting ahead of Jimmy Kerr III. That's JK3 for those that know. Brennan Forseal behind him. Elrich George on the outside of the Canadian, and American Jeremy Brio topside in turn number 2. Going 3 wide through turn number 3 once again. Forseal on the outside. Look at Jeremy Brio getting behind that Gulf machine. How about the 8 car? Jimmy Kerr trying to side draft off of Tom Sears down that front straight. 3, 4, 5 wide if they can handle it. Oh, this is not going to end well. Brio with a bump draft to the 8 car. How about Briley Wright still holding on? Aiden Norman goes purple, 45.32 seconds. He's got the fastest lap of the day. He's going to slingshot around Briley Wright out of turn number 2. How about Elrich George up the inside line? They're going to double team that 51 into the 3rd corner. Check this out. Tom Sears with a little camera action there. How about out of turn number 4? This has got to be our longest green flag run of the night, right? Elrich George leading that lap, flying the flag for the Bahamas. Ryan Pinnell with his personal best. Same with Jimmy Kerr III. Both of them running their fastest laps. Brio, oh, they're getting accordioned up out of turn number 2. How about the 8 of Jimmy Kerr? trying to come through. What about Brennan Forseal up the middle in the 2-8? Check this out. 4 wide for the lead in turn number 3. This is insane. Painter to the lead at a turn number 4. How about Briley right up the inside? Dustin Painter just gets him to lead lap 18. Oh, contact. There's contact right there. The 2-8 of Forseal down on the apron. Will the Canadian save it? He does indeed. How about that? Let's have a look at how Brennan saved that one. He just put it on the apron and kept his foot down. Dustin Painter leading, though. He's got Briley right to his inside. The draft here, so strong. There's no way that these guys are... They're just waiting, right? They're just driving around, just waiting for that 45th lap. How about Elridge George to the outside? Was running out of steam. Jeremy Brio dives it down to the inside. He's got the lead now. Tom Sears following the TNT champion, Aiden Norman. And I just forgot I was muted. Team Money in the chat says, let's go, Dustin. Brennan Forseal running a personal best. Jimmy Kerr running a personal best. Dustin Painter throwing a block on the apron. 5 wide into the 3rd corner, and the 5-1 of Briley right now to the inside. Look at this, 3 wide, 4 wide. Who's gonna lead? Lap number 20. 1/100th of a second between Jimmy Kerr and Jeremy Brio. There's contact. They're gonna crash. There it is. Another wreck right there.
Yellow.
Briley Wright getting pretty involved in that one. About 3, 4, 5 cars involved, and the caution comes out. Let's have a look. Look at that. 4, 5 wide into the 1st corner. A little bit of contact. Thank goodness it was fast repairs, right? Let's have another look. I mean, not really any major contact between these guys, right? So the caution comes out for the 4th time. If you've just tuned in, this has been pretty much it. Just 9 guys just going for it. It's been a fun little race, a great opener to the 6th race Mazda MX-5 Cup, or as it was known in its first edition, Mazda Monday. Jeremy Brio at the front, Jimmy Kerr in the 2nd position. You know what? We haven't bothered Jim tonight. Let's see if we can get his perspective on it. Jimmy Kerr, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
Yes, can.
Buddy, this is insane, man. This is pretty crazy, but it's pretty entertaining to watch you guys go 4 and 5 wide down this racetrack. With unlimited fast repairs and unlimited tires, it's kind of just a free-for-all till you guys get to lap 45. Is that right?
Pretty much.
Hey, you know, we got about we're gonna have about 20-ish laps to go when we go back to green, man. The draft is wreaking havoc out here, but I guess it makes for exciting passing. Where's your favorite place to pass?
Coming off of turn 4.
You think you got a chance to win it, man? I mean, Briley Wright's pretty adventurous. Dustin Painter has led a little bit, but you led a lap or two, man. But really, you're just, with that lead, you're kind of just a sitting duck up until that last exit out of turn number 4, man. Do you want to be leading this thing when the white flag flies?
Not when the white flag flies, no. It's kind of like Talladega.
I mean, shit, you could be in stone dead last. Oh, wow, you could be in stone dead last when the white flag flies and not win this race.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, man, we're gonna let you get back to racing, man. Thanks for coming through.
All right, appreciate it.
Aiden Norman leads the race. Jimmy Kerr's in second. Elrich George is in third. We're going to let these guys get bunched back up, and we're going to enjoy some more MX-5 racing. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's try this one more time, and I promise I'll try to keep the cuss words to a minimum. Aiden Norman leads us to the green with 20 laps to go. Let's see what he can do. And the Canadian leads us to the line on his outside. Elrich George, the Bahamian, making it 3 wide. Heavy contact between Canada and the Bahamas, but they keep it together. Funny enough, the rest of the American drivers can't keep it together. And how about Japan's very own Ryan Pannell from Shinjuku in Tokyo, leading the way, the 5-1 of Briley right behind him. And then there's Tom Sears to the outside. TNT champion Aiden Norman wants a piece of the lead.
Yellow.
Caution is out once again. Looks like Elridge George has crashed. Not sure what this is a product of. Let's have a look. Just as I say, the Bahamian hasn't crashed yet. It's the first thing he does is wreck. Let's have a look. Oh, man. The heck happened there? Not sure if he just lost connection or if Jimmy Kerr had no idea what was going on. Let's have another look. And how about Jimmy Kerr? And one more look because it's hilarious. Man. I know it's a simulator, but man, he hit that wall hard. One more look at Elrich George just for posterity. Maybe you can see a 40. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a backwards 40 imprinted in that safer barrier. So the 80th caution? No, the 5th caution. Okay, so it'll be what, inside 15 to go when we take the green? I know you must be absolutely just shaking with excitement, and this is the perfect time to go get a beverage while these drivers put on more fresh tires, run those fast repairs, and make the run for a whopping $15. In the drivers meeting before this race, I told them whoever won this race gets $15 from me. So we'll see. We'll see just how desperate these drivers are to make $15. You know what I should do is just give them the equivalent to 15 yen. Ryan Pinnell's in second, Jeremy Brio's in third. Oh, there go the lights. How about that? Race cars lighting up as the sun sets behind the stands. Aiden Norman's going to lead us back to green. Lights are off atop the pace truck. It'll be 16 laps to go when we get the flag.
Green flag, green flag.
There's the signal. Green flag is out. 5 wide to the start already. Dustin Painter taking advantage. And how about that? A botched start almost, but with the draft playing the main factor in today's race, we're going to see just how well these drivers adapt. Briley Wright to the biggest lead of the night so far in Japan. But you know he's going to be a sitting duck. You just know he's going to be a sitting duck. Dustin Painter coming up behind him. Jimmy Kerr in third. I mean, well, now we get to see how far does Briley Wright get before we have another crash. He's leading by 1 second. I mean, if he's smooth about it, he might just pull away. 1.1 seconds the gap now. There's Jimmy Kerr leading the way in second. They've been 4 and 5 wide all race long. Watch these guys now go single file just to catch Briley. They're within 9 tenths. The gap between Briley Wright in the lead and Dustin Painter is in second is greater than the gap between second and ninth. Well, it was, not more, but... Oh, they're catching him. Briley's got no hope. Jeremy Brio on the inside of turn number 3. Contact between Jimmy Kerr and Dustin Painter. How about Brennan Forseal? I don't think I've called a race that Brennan's been in since we did the OG Racing League, which is now Grassroots Racing. Shout out to Brian Rupert and everybody over at OG, and shout out to Jeremy Brio. The guy in the purple car just went purple. 45.20 seconds. He's got the fastest lap of the race, and it means absolutely nothing. We might as well just give him a chocolate chip cookie for his efforts. It's more than what we'd give him now. Jeremy's got the draft. Look at him snake. Look at him snake. Briley trying to hold off the pass. Jeremy shoots to the outside. He's going to try and slingshot his way into turn number 3. But that's a terrible entrance into the corner, but so was Briley's. So we'll see who was less terribler coming out of turn number 3. And now turn number 4. Lucky number 13 laps to go at Motegi. Look at this. Look at this. Jeremy Brio to the inside. This is a terrible line into turn 1. There's no way he makes it out with the lead. Briley behind him. Here comes Jimmy Kerr on the outside. And he's making me eat my words. He's going to make it out of the corner with the lead. He's going to block Briley right in that white car. Jimmy Kerr to the outside in the yellow. He's got Brennan Forseal behind him, and they're bump drafting down the back straight. Dustin Painter wants a piece of this. More contact into 3. 12 laps to go this time. Elridge George leading lap number 32. 4 wide for second. How about Dustin Painter up the inside? Riley up the inside of Dustin Painter. Into the third corner, contact with the Bahamian, the Canadian. For Seal goes around. There goes Tom Sears into Jimmy Kerr. And it was inevitable that they would crash once again. Briley Wright will have the race lead inside 10 laps to go. Briley Wright, Rick James up top. Can you hear me? Yo, Briley, Rick James in the booth. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, you are quiet as a mouse. Let me turn you up here so the fans can hear those lovely Kentucky pipes of yours, buddy. It has been a blast watching you guys go around and around here, man. This is pretty cool watching you go 4 and 5 wide, man. What's the strategy? Do you have a strategy for the end of this race, or are you just waiting for the last 2 corners?
Yeah, kind of. I really don't want to be up front right now. You kind of want to be in the back whenever the end of the race comes. But yeah, I'm just making some crazy moves just to see what can happen, and hopefully I'll be able to make one of those moves at the end of the race and win this thing.
Get a win for the Bluegrass Bandits, man. When's the last time any of the Bluegrass Bandits won a race? It's about time, and we'd love to see you in victory lane. Painter's quick though. Who knew? He's actually really good around here. Giving you a little love. What are you and Jeremy Brio doing back here? Trying to bump draft down pit lane?
It looks like it.
It's been a blast, man. And then next week at Long Beach, hopefully we'll see you guys throw some moves out over there. But it's pretty entertaining, man. I had no idea it would actually be this much fun to watch, but I'm having a blast, man. I hope you guys are too.
Oh yeah, this is a blast. I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast of this. I'm sure it looks awesome.
Well, let me tell you, I've been playing it fast and loose, and a bit too fast. But you know, we're gonna bring it home. We're gonna bring it all together. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but that's no excuse to not to not have a good broadcast, man. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. I'll try and tighten things up on my side, and I promise you, it's gonna be entertaining to watch. So we're going to let one of the 4 Bluegrass Bandits get back to work. Jeremy Brio decided to stay out, so he's going to have the lead with approximately 9, maybe 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go is where Jeremy will have the lead. So we're going to let him do his thing. We're going to do ours. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more MX-5 racing from Motegi. All right, I got myself a cough drop. I'm ready to go. Let's see what they can do. Jeremy Brio's going to lead us to the line one more time. Green flag is out with 8 laps to go. Elridge George behind Jeremy Brio. There's no way they're 6 wide down the back straight. They're insane. Every last one of them. Briley Wright going to the back. He just told us he wants to be nowhere near the front when it gets to the last few laps, so he's preparing for something. Jeremy Brio watching them fan out 3 wide for second place down the front straight. Watch this. Seal behind Painter. George now trying to come up behind that 74. That's that blue 40 that belongs to the Bahamian. Aiden Norman on the outside. Shout out Mama Vols, Team Money in the chat. Everybody that's come through. I hope you've had a great show. At least enjoyed this great show, because I certainly have, and we still have 6 1/2 laps to go. Painter to the inside of Brio with Seal behind him. Still, anything could happen. Elridge George wiggling up the middle. Jimmy Kerr on the outside as the lights careen through turn number 4. Painter with the advantage. He's going to snake to the inside, back up the middle of the racetrack. Brennan Seal will edge him into turn number 1. The Canadian on the outside of the American with the Japanese talent, Ryan Pinnell, on the inside of that second row. How about Elridge George trying to bump draft, or is he going on the outside? 4 wide with Aiden Norman trying to make some magic happen. With 4 wide for the lead, it looks like it. Tom Sears on the outside. Imagine Tom Sears getting caught up in that lap 1 crash, coming back to win this one. Ryan Pinnell blinking a couple times up the inside. Team Money talking about his less than reliable internet holding strong. 5 laps to go. The amazing sum of $15 on the line for each one of these drivers. Can you imagine that? Winning a whole whopping $15 for this race. Is that Ryan Pinnell on the inside? Look at them snake down the back straight. These guys are having fun with it. We are too. Jeremy Brio with a really sharp entrance. Team Money says, watch out for Aiden. He'll dump his mama for a win. Just ask Moby. How you gonna disrespect your mama like that, Aiden? Dustin Painter on the inside. 4 laps to go. Oh, and there's a wreck down the back straight. 1 car going into the air. And I'm trying to watch them wreck going into turn number 3, but it's none other than Southampton, Massachusetts' Tom Sears that gets caught up in this most recent accident. Looks like Jeremy Brio, Ryan Pinnell, Brennan Seal all got a piece of this. Let's check it out. Okay, that was just cool. Tom Sears literally just drove over another car. Let's run this one back. You know, just casually driving over Ryan Pinnell. What's amazing is that Sears drives over Pinnell. Oh, I was going to say he doesn't manage to hit the wall, but I mean, really. Let's watch with Jeremy Brio. Aiden Norman getting away from that one. And how about Ryan Pinnell being vaulted over? Let's ride shotgun with him. That was pretty cool. Let's have another look. Actually, that was really cool. Let's do it again. How about from Tom Sears' point of view? And again. All right, so it's going to be a green-white checkered attempt. I think we have 3 attempts at a green-white checker. I'm not sure. I'm surprised we don't have unlimited attempts, but that's really my error. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's see what happens here. Just over 3 miles to finish this one off. And once again, the earth-shattering amount of $15 on the line for tonight's race winner. Appalachia's Dustin Painter lines up to the inside of Bahamas' Elrich George. Green flag will fly. Let's go racing again at Motegi.
Green, 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 green.
Down the back straight, white flag, next time by. Aiden Norman in the lead. Jimmy Kerr to the inside. He's going to wait. None of these drivers wants to be leading when the white flag flies. Shoot, none of these guys want to be leading when they go into turn number 4. It's going to be a drag race for the win, but who's going to be involved? TNT champion Aiden Norman will make it to the white flag, and it's a race no matter what. There's already contact. 1 mile to settle it. Aiden Norman leading. Jimmy Kerr on the outside. Dustin Painter, Ryan Pennell, Elrich George, they're done. Aiden Norman leading. Kerr on the outside. Brio behind him. Here comes Tom Sears. He's still got a chance. Watch out for Briley Wright in 6th. Brio to the inside. Norman up the middle. Jimmy Kerr on the outside. Jeremy Brio not home and free yet. Brennan Forseal on the outside. One last drag race to win it. Brio, Norman to the line. It's going to be Jeremy Brio who wins at Motegi. How about that for a finish? And excuse my hoarse voice, but Brio bringing it home in one piece. Unlike the rest of his colleagues, but good win for Jeremy Brio. And he's going to end this way the same way he started it. How about that? A little bit of drifting action, and he crunches the wall in turn number 4. Aiden Norman's going to come down into the pits. See if... There we go. I was going to say, we'll see if Jeremy can get some donut action in here and celebrate his win. We're going to collect Jeremy Brio, Aiden Norman, and Tom Sears. And we're going to wrap this one up as cleanly as possible. But let's have one... You know what? Before we do that, let's have one more look at the white flag lap. There's Brio starting in 4th. And watch the wreck. We knew this was going to happen. But I'm honestly surprised it didn't happen sooner. Elrich George does the right thing. Dustin Painter tries to close the door, and all 3 of them go together. Aiden Norman and Jimmy Kerr drag racing for the lead. Jeremy Brio getting an awesome draft, and watch the move into turn 3. Dives down to the inside, and he's got this one. You know, and I was thinking he wouldn't have the speed to get him at a turn number 4. But it's a drag race between him. Look at that. Norman gets to the inside, almost turns Brio. Looks like Aiden almost let off the gas there. Tom Sears with a chance to win it. Brio throws the block. Sears and Kerr crash at the end. And that's all she wrote. But that's 45 laps at the Twin Ring Motegi. Jeremy Brio will continue to celebrate. And we're going to collect our top 3 for a little bit of podium interview action. Don't go anywhere, fans. We'll be back in a minute. On the podium with our top three, let's start with a two-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, Tom Sears. Tomo, real close at the end, buddy, but that was a thrill to watch.
Yeah, there were some real great. We were trying to stretch it on fuel because we had so much gas that we thought fuel strategy might come into play. But, it's a shame that I couldn't win that $15 because now my wife and kids will be hungry all winter with nothing to eat besides squirrels that we catch outside. So I just want to thank you for the event. Congratulations to Jeremy on the massive victory tonight. And Aiden, Norman, we're running a great race. And hopefully next time I can grab that grand prize so I can feed my family. Thank you.
I didn't say there was a grand prize next week, Tomo. You're just going to race next week at Long Beach for my entertainment.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you in a week, buddy. Second place,
Okay.
Aiden Norman. Aiden, you conquered TNT with 7 wins, but when it came time to really show what you were made of in the Mazda MX-5s at Motegi, you came up flat. It almost looked like you spun Brio in turn number 4. Did you let off the gas coming to the line?
Oh, no way. I was not going to let off there. These things can hold it, it was last lap, and yeah, it was just some hard racing, but Jeremy's a far more skilled driver than I am. I probably would have spun if I was in his position, but he was able to hold it and get the win, so that was completely well-deserved on his part.
Tom Andrews in the chat saying we're going to have to put a bounty on Jeremy Brio's head. Let's talk to Jeremy real quick. Well, Jeremy, $15 is yours, JB. You survive the opening round of the Mazda MX-5 Cup at Twin Ring Motegi. Dude, that was awesome to watch.
Yeah, I think this is bigger than my A-Squared championship last night. So thank you, Rick, for putting it on. Thank you for paying my bills this week instead of Tom's. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, we'll see if we can keep this up next week.
We'll see you at Long Beach, and hopefully it's not as much of a wreck fest, but I know that track is really, really hard to drive. So who knows what's going to happen, and I'll come up with some other little BS prize. But for now, JB, you are, as far as this moment is concerned, the best MX-5 driver in ARCS and quite possibly the entire world.
Awesome. That's great to hear.
We'll see you in a week, man. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you, Rick.
Well, fans at home, we cobbled this together with nothing but gum and wishes, and 1 race down, 5 more to go. Next week, we're taking the Mazda MX-5s to the streets of Los Angeles, and we hope you'll join us as well. Thanks for joining us in the fun. It's so much fun to put this together, and this little off-season treat is just a blast for us, so we hope that you enjoyed it too. Until that next race, everybody do stay safe, take care of each other, and we will